Hey everyone, it's been a while, but I'm back with a game here today. This game is Motor City by Motor City Gameworks. This is their follow-up to Three Sisters. I'm going to say it wrong. Matt Riddle, Ben Pinchback, and Adam Hill. So kind of in the trio right now of Fleet the Dice game, Three Sisters, and then this one, Motor City. This is a game about production of cars in the heyday of muscle cars in Detroit. So it is a roll and write, just like the other two. I'm excited to share it with you. And let's take a look at the game, and then we'll get to playing. So here is the game already set up. We have and I do have the expansions, but I thought it'd be better to start with this, and maybe I'll come back on another day and show you more about the expansions. But we have our dice board here, which is kind of unique in that the dice are going to tell us what we're doing as we select them. So we have the dice board, and then we have our two sheets here, which again are the same size as the ones from the previous two games, but this time they have landscape instead of portrait mode. I think that's what this is, just to do something different. So as we roll dice, we're going to be getting dice that can add to our kind of speed gauge here, which is a recurring point system. We have our test track here, which starts down here, and I've already filled out one of those. We start with one accessed and open. We have our sales, which is here on this board, and this, and I know this is a lot, and it's pretty tiny. So I'll do my best to kind of talk about and point out what I'm doing as I do it, but there's just a lot going on here. The next one here, we have our production, which corresponds to this part of this board. Although this is a different thing, I'll talk about those in a second. And then we have engineering, which is up in this quadrant here. And we already have one of our engineers unlocked right here. And then we have a wild area. So with each one of those, as we roll dice, they're going to get put on here because we have gray, white, and blue dice that will get put there, and then they correspond both to the type of action we're doing. So we have basically we have a planning phase where we roll the dice, place the dice out, and then we have an industry phase where we're going to get a bonus for whichever dice we select, and then we get to either take the blueprint action, or we upgrade, or we can research. And if we research, you just go down here, which is basically just getting a way to get bonuses. But with any of that, then finally we also have a score sheet action where you place a die. Let's say I place this up here, then I can turn it to the side that I'm using. Let's say I'm going to sales here. Oh, sorry, let's fix that. So I don't know why my camera's messing up. Sorry about that. Okay. I don't know how long that was wrong, but let's say I have this on sales here. It goes here to sales. Then I get however many I've unlocked. They all start with 1, but they can go up to 3 as you upgrade them in various ways throughout the game. You can either just get free upgrades, or you can pay at the service department to get upgrades. But if you do that, then you're just getting the dice for that. You don't get to you get the free action off of the dice. And then finally, we get to the audit phase where whatever the auditor is going to, then some things happen with that, and we're basically playing against an auditor. And so in the solo game, we also have this black die, which is going to tell us information about what things we're going to start losing, because as is similar to the other two versions of the game, the AI kind of just takes stuff from you and limits you and takes your opportunities to score and get into those nice combos. So with all that, let me see if I can get one. I think it'd be nice to have a little bit of a zoom in here. So let's see if we can add a camera. Sorry about that. I'm just going to make a couple changes real quick, and we'll add another camera here so we can maybe zoom in some more. Let's add our camera here, and we're going to zoom in a bunch so that hopefully you can see a little better on that. So All right. That's still hard to see. That's one thing with this game. Let me make a couple more changes here. Thanks for your patience if you're watching along. And we'll really try to get in where we can see these actions a little better. All right. Now I'm going to go like this. Sorry. I hope that's not making anybody out there sick from watching, but I promise it should be worth it a little bit more to be able to see these things. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this one here, and well, it's just hard to see everything that's on there. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make this one big, and then we're going to have two so we can see sheet number 1 and sheet number 2. So I'm going to copy this scene. Give me 1 second, sorry. And okay, we'll go with that, and we'll just move it around as we need to, rather than copying it. Okay, so there is. You can kind of see a little bit. So this is what I was talking about on this sheet. And yeah, these are tiny and they're hard to see unless I zoom way in. So that's what I've done here. But with this, you can see here we have certificates, and these certificates give you bonuses, but you're not going to be able to get all of these because if you look here, like when you're going here or on this test track, you either have to go this way or this way, and then you can access one of the 2 certificates. Another way to access a certificate is by getting paid, and these are tiny, aren't they? But on all these little tiny dots here, you get paid at the car dealership as you sell cars, basically. And then here's a certificate here when you unlock that one. And then here's another one right up here at the top of this engineering track. And then that's it so far, really. I think maybe I'm missing something, but I think it's just those 4 spots, and really you can only get 3 of them to get those certificates. So we're gonna go back here though, because it's a little bit calmer than the other. And then when I need to, I'll point out things. So going right into it, we'll get rolling on our dice, and we have what we have right now is 2 blue dice, 1 gray dice, and 2 white dice. And this is an interesting roll to start the game, but we have this, and yes, you can have more than 1 dice in a location. And so this one with the kind of 4 dots, and I know that's hard to see. There we go. Kind of the 4 dots, 4 quadrants there. That's the wild symbol. So that goes right down there. So you do gray, blue, white, and blue, and then that's how they work. So right now, I get to go first, and that's why I put this here. You don't have to use this in the single. It helps me out, though, to keep track of whose turn it is, although you can always check it over. So right now, what the auditor, Emma, which I think is, I think that's Matt's daughter's name, but Emma, the auditor, is going to come along and start taking dice from this column that the die is in. And then we'll start using the auditor to block us from taking certain actions. Basically, it slows down our factories and our ability to produce the cars the way we want to. But right now, that's okay. I really want to take some sales actions, even though I don't have great cars right now. I have kind of junky, cheap cars because it's the starting of all this. I want to take this action, and I get to take the bonus. So I could take this so I decided to do this one right here, this track. So I'm going to do this one that allows me to open up another engineer too. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up this other engineer, which this one only has 3 spaces on it, but it's a blank, 3 money, and then upgrade my sales, which that's going to be my tactic this time. We'll see how it works. But I want to upgrade my sales, and I'm also going to get free money. So I'll put a circle around there. And then because it's in the money column, then I can decide which action to assign it to, and whichever action I assign it to. Right now, like I said before, these are only at ones, but as these get better, I could get multiple things. So right now I could just get another sale, or I could do something else that might give me a better bonus. Like I could do the same thing as a sale, but start going up this engineering track that I've already unlocked. So I think I'm actually going to do that because why not? So just to show you, I will turn it to the engineering side just to remind me that I took the engineering action, and then I will mark off that first dollar there, bucko there, and do that. And then it is Emma the auditor's turn. Emma the auditor is going to take the gray die and mark off because it's gray. My first thing here now. No matter what I do, so unless I had taken one of these first, she was going to start, or the auditor. It's not even a person. Is going to start marking off these because of where these dice were in relation to the auditor die. So because of that, no matter what, they're going to mark off at least one. Could take one, but I think I really don't get much more of a bonus right now other than this symbol, this research symbol means that I would just take a little tick here. So maybe I want to do that so that I actually get the bonus. So I'll do that. I'm going to take the research bonus, and then I'm going to decide which side I want this on. And I think what I want to do is I want to continue getting money. So I'm going to take that easy buck on production, start off my production, circle another one there, and that's my turn. Emma is going to take the next one here. That gets marked off, and then I get to take one. So I only get this first square. This first square doesn't give me any points yet. It is just a square here, and then I mark off a end of the round. I'm going to get no points because I haven't gotten any stars yet along this. And then, as far as end of the round goes, we're going to I just go ahead and roll everything together. Because what we're going to see is that this die is going to go here in the testing area. So we place this little coffee mug here in the testing area. That is now unavailable for me next round. And also I'm going to pass this over here to remind me that Emma, the auditor, has the first selection of the dice. We already scored. We already did this. The one thing I didn't really do before that is an action, so let me make sure I explain this right, is that on your turn, you can just, it's kind of a consolation prize, so that's why I haven't really done it, is you can just take a research. I guess that could get you into some nice combos if you're right before the bonus, because every third one of these is either take one of the free actions, which are get 2 TPS reports for free anywhere, or get another engineer, or get the next point on your speedometer here. Okay, so let's assign these dice though. We have one, oh, that's gray. A gray there, and a white here, and a wild, blue sales, blue testing, and then the 4. Okay, so what we see here is that with that 4, Emma the auditor is going to take the gray, the top one in their column, and is going to be going to testing. And because this number is a 4 right here, that means that we will go to, and let me show you here. We're going to go to our middle track, and because that was grade, we're only going to do 1. Now, so it's 1, 2, or 3 things that the auditor removes from our availability. But let me see if I can show you this here. So we're going to go down here, and they are going to right away just mark out this 1 on the end of our track. So this track goes like this and circles around this way. So they have marked out our ability to get the points on that track, which is a bummer. That kind of stinks. But Not the worst thing in the world. That's what they did. And on my turn, I need to make, I think, so the next thing that they're going to take is they're going to take that blue one, and then they want to mark off 1, 2, and 3, which means this one right down here is my B tire, and my B tire is what I need to score with this one. So maybe I want to live without that. That might be fine for them to take that, but it also means I couldn't get those 2 TPS reports. This one we did before. This one is just another research. You know, I'm going to take that because they can mark off 1 sales. I'm not too worried about that because they're going to make me lose that 4. That 4 is pretty hard to get to anyway. So I'm going to take that 4. It's a testing, so I get a testing, which gives me $2. And that gives me a research. And the bonus under that is 2 TPS reports. So there's a couple different things we could do, but let's just take the 2 TPS reports at the top of the column that we're currently in, and hopefully we can get up there before the auditor, Emma, somehow messes us up there. And that was our bonus, and our action was just taking the die. And now it is our turn, and we have 5, so we could upgrade before we actually take it, but we can't take the testing action, which this one is. So what if we turned this to a sales side and upgraded it before, oh no, we can't do it. We would have had to upgrade this one. So let's just turn this to a sales side and, you know, or production. We could do production. We could do production. Again, let's do production. Okay, so we're going to just do a single production. And that doesn't do a whole lot for us at this point. But our next move is to go back to what Emma is going to do. And Emma is going to take this next one to the right, and that wraps around. So it's going to take the blue one on sales, which means blue on sales. And actually, we'll look at the number for this. So we cross off the last bonus on the middle row, which is worse than I thought. I forgot. So it's not that we go to this one, it's that we go to this one, which is the 2, which is one we could have gotten. But it's just 2 points we missed out on. Okay, so that's a little bit of a bummer. Then I'm going to take my last action. I'm going to take another research, which gives me an immediate bonus. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and take the point. We're just going to take the point so we get that recurring point for the rest of the game. So that unlocked that. And then I'm going to turn this to a side. And that side is going to be, let's just take the single one on sales so that we can continue to get ready for what we want to do. Yeah, that's what we went with, and I'm playing with pins, so I can't change my mind here tonight. And then with the last one, we do get the free one of another speedometer. That's part of the reason I did it. I was like, you know what? If I can bump this up to 2 points, let's go ahead and do that. So we get the free one of the 2. We don't get any other bonuses with that at the end, but now we get ready for the end of the round, where we get our score our points. So on my speedometer, I have 2 points, so I will score 2, and then we get ready for the next round. So it'll be my turn. We're gonna roll everything again. All right, so this is going to sales, which is a bummer. We do have this option where we can spend $4 and ignore the auditor. Kind of expensive at this point in the game, though. Production, testing. So we're going to look for some better options this time. Sales, and engineering, and sales again for another white die. Okay. So, let's see here. Well, we know that if we don't take it, and these are worth $4 each right now. So you know what? The problem is if I spend the 4 to take the sales, that's really the worst roll that could have been on this time, because if I spend the 4 to take the sales, then I won't have enough uh, to upgrade it. So it's really not worth it. I mean, I can just get the $4. No, no, that's right. That is right. Okay, so you know what? I am going to do that. I get So I won't get the action if I take this, but I do get $3 here. And right now I have 6, so that's 9. So 1, 2, 3. I'm going to spend the 4 to make this action available. So we'll just set our coffee mug to the side there so it doesn't block me. And then now I can just use it to upgrade. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I can go here. And so I upgraded that. Now I take 2 sales actions whenever I take a sales action. So I go 1 and 2. And this bonus, I'll show you down here. And again, I apologize that these are so small. But this bonus right here means, and these are so tiny. Well, you can see there's the tip of my pen. But this one means take a free engineering bonus. So I go up here and I'm going to take... I could either go here and start getting closer to money, which would be good because then I can get closer to that, or I could take another research idea. I think I'm going to take the one that lets me go up on this track, and you'll see why in a second. But now it's Emma's turn. Emma's going to take that salary one, the sales one, and 3. So on sales 3, Emma is going to go cross off the last bonus on the middle row of the sales track, which Emma has already done before, which is my production bonus, which is a bummer. I really don't want to lose this certificate either, so hopefully I don't lose that one. But back to me. Engineering, that would only be 1, which is what Emma would take next. I think I want this $2. Although this would be a free engineering. And then I can take the engineering again, and it's a TPS report. So you know what I'm going to do? I am going to take the engineering. Okay, so first of all, let's get our bonus. Our bonus is $1, and for every $5 you have at the end, unless you upgrade it to the 2-for-1, it is a point. Then it's $2 for 1 point, which is nice. But I took my $1. I haven't taken a TPS report. I'm going to take this TPS report right here. Mark that one off. And then an engineering action, which I could upgrade before taking my... So I'm going to do that. So I'm going to upgrade it instead of taking the action. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then that gives me a second engineering action, and then I'm going to take the action of placing it there. That is now a 2, so I get 2 engineering actions. So I get to get this, which is $3. 1, 2, and 3. Get that other point. Take the point, and then the next one is upgrade my sales for free. So now I've maxed out my sales, which is nice. My engineering is better. Now I need to work on production and testing to get these good vehicles out there that people really want. And Emma's going to take this production die, though, and with that, it's a blue and a 3. Emma just looks at the 3, cross off the bonus on one of the 3 middle production. So which one do I think I won't need? Let's say... I really like points, but this gives me long-term points. I don't know which way I'm going to go first. You know what? We're going to cross off this 4-point production bonus and say that it's no longer available to us. Thanks, Emma, the auditor. Okay. And then finally, on this one, we just get a free testing action. So we'll get an idea, and on the research, and that is the end of that round, round 3. So now I get 3 points every round, and we're doing pretty good. So we're gonna switch this back to Emma. We're going to roll our dice, see where the auditor is going. And this symbol just means reroll. And just means reroll again. And okay, so production is where Emma is going. Okay. Hopefully we don't get things taken away from us that we want. But we will. It'll happen. So production, we can't go there without paying extra money. And our gray is production, so and our white is production. And Emma gets to go first, so that gray is going to be gone right away. And testing white, 2 engineering blue. This is kind of an unfortunate roll because there's a lot right here that is just kind of stacking up against us. Okay, so first off, Emma is going to take that production one, which means with a roll of 6, we cross off the bonus in one of the 3 rightmost production hubs. Let's just, you know what, we're gonna focus on the top half. Although I could access C, so maybe A, B. So B tire there, C, and then here I'll show you this. There's these little tiny crates. And these little tiny crates, and these little tiny crates mean that here we go. So here are these little tiny crates. This is the C crate. In order to unlock that, I have to get it from right here on this track. So again, these are tiny, but hopefully you can see that. And okay, back to the game here. With this, it is my turn. If I don't take this 2, Emma is going to make me lose another. Okay. Oh, I forgot. I have to lose. I haven't lost one. I was still deciding which one I lose. So do I want to lose the C? Do I want to lose the A? I think I'm going to lose this one, the 8-pointer. It's kind of the harder one to get anyway. So I'm going to lose that. But if I don't take this one, Emma's going to take it again. So I'm going to take that one. It means I get 2 TPS reports, which are only kind of useful, but let's just do these 2 here. Let's focus on getting down here and getting these 2 done. So those 2 TPS report. So we kind of want to go this way maybe. Or I don't know. We'll just have to see how it goes. So with production being blocked, I do get to take 1 production action. I'm going to go here, but then I'm going to turn this into being a I'm going to turn this into testing is what I'm going to take, I think. So I'm going to use it as a testing for the action, which means that we go over here, do that, mark off our research track, because that's the bonus we just got down here. Back to Emma. Emma's going to take one of these engineering. Blue 6 is cross off the last 3 spaces on the 2 rightmost engineering tracks. Okay. On one of them. So I have to decide one of these I don't think I'm going to get. We'll go with this one. 1 and 2, those are just gone. And back to me. So here now I can take an engineering, and engineering is better for me. So I'll take my dollar. And I don't quite have enough. I have 6. If I had one more, I could upgrade this, but I don't have enough. So I'll just take an engineering action, which will be a research, and fill that in. And with that, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna unlock an engineer for free and go to this engineer right here. Now to get my 4th engineer, I'm gonna have to go to this first track down here. Okay, so that was engineering, and then I actually do the action and go up here and take 2. So I could go here and upgrade production for free. I'm going to do that. And then take the E. Well, that kind of determines some things. We could go this way. So we need to focus on some production. That's what we need to do. Focus on some production. And then our free action is just another test track, which is a TPS report, which means that we can mark off right away that TPS report on that one that we're working on. Not bad. And we are done with that round. We didn't get any more points, but at least we had unlocked some good recurring points. And that was round 4. We changed that. We're going to roll, see where the auditor's going. Auditor's going to engineering, just making the rounds today. That's going to hurt, I think. But we shall see. Production, testing, engineering, yep, and sales. All right. The good news is I can take that first. And I think that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to take that first, even though I still can't upgrade my engineering, but I do get a free engineering action. So I'm going to get a research idea, mark that off. And then I'm going to turn this to actually, let's see here. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I should have gotten $1. I don't think I did that. Okay. So I could have done, I could have upgraded my engineering. That's okay. That's okay. Because what I will do is I'm going to put this on sales. I think I'm going to get a bunch of sales, start working on that. So we're going to put it on sales, take 3 sales actions. 1, 2, 3. That gives me 1 free, 1 free test action. So I'm going to go here and mark off. You know what? Maybe I don't want to mark. I'm going to buy, let's see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to buy another test track. Unlock that one and mark off this test track right here, which is, I think, a good idea. So we filled up that whole first line. We only have $2 left to spend, but that's okay. And then Emma's gonna go to the right and then wrap around and then take this gray one here, which is a test track, which means we're gonna lose this 5 on the one that we just lost. So we don't get that 5 points, unfortunately. And continuing with actions, my turn. So if I don't do this, Emma's going to take the $3 in that space. That's not a big deal. If I go here, I get a free space on a test track, which I could get crate C. Oh, I forgot to mark off A up here. And get a money. This one gives me 2 TPS reports, which I don't really need right now. And a free production action. This one actually gives me I forgot my stuff is upgraded now. So I don't think I get 1. I think I get 3 if I take it. take the associate action. Yeah, so I get to take the action. Uh, so maybe I do want to do that because that would give me $3 and a test track. You know what? I think I do want to do that. I'm gonna. Oh, I can't because I already did it. Well, no, I could, and then I can change it. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna take the three, but I'm gonna take that. Mark off C here, which marks off C here. Take the $3. 1, 2, and 3, and then use that as a production for 2, and that gives me this one, which is another recurring point. And oh, not quite. This is the one that's a half step. And okay. So 1, 2, that's it. So Emma's going to take this one, which is a 2, which is unfortunate because again I lose this $3 and this, but it's not the worst thing. There's other things I want to unlock too, and I get a free production again, which I think I will just, especially because I want to get to this 4 points and I already have the requirements done there. I'm going to go that direction and continue along this path is what I'm going to do. So, all right. Now we go to Emma. We score still 3 because I didn't get that last half point. And roll everything. Last 2 rounds have been kind of not good. Okay, there we go. This goes to the speedometer with what Emma has been selecting as far as dice. So, test track, engineering, wild, and speedometer. And it's Emma's choice first. So Emma's going to take the speedometer, and I lose my access to the 10 and the 9 on the speedometer. Can't go 100 miles an hour now. It's just not possible for my little car. Okay, if I don't take this one, I'm going to lose all 3 of these spaces, which include the B, which I was trying to get. So I think I'm going to take that one. Otherwise, it becomes something that I can't have. So right now, I could just upgrade my testing, which I'm going to do. I'm going to upgrade my testing for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That gives me that one. And then I can take the testing action for 2. So I'll go 1 and 2 and unlock this engineer, which would let me finish out upgrading my testing. Right, back to Emma. Emma's going to take this engineering action, and because it's a 3, I think that means the middle 2, I lose the top 2. So that's a bummer because I don't have a choice now. Yeah. So I have to lose this one even though I put 2 TPS reports there. So that's not available to me. That's, like I said, it's been kind of harsh on me. These are both mine, but which one am I going to get for the bonus and which one just for the single action? I could do sales for the action, get $3 for the second thing, and just take the well, this one's an idea. You know what? I want a bunch of money though, so I'm gonna go here, take the single dollar, turn this to a sales. I don't. One question on that though. I don't know. Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna take sales twice for 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that gives me a TPS report. Let's do. I don't know that I need a bunch of TPS reports right now. The way I've been playing. You know what? Maybe we'll get up here. We'll see. I doubt it, but we'll see. Um, and then we also got our first certificate. And then with the first certificate, I think, you know what? Let's do this. Let's take this one, which is get another notch on our speedometer, and let's go up here on the engineering for 1, which is $1, 2, which is an idea for our research track, and 3, which is nothing, but it gets us close to unlocking the rest of this. And then we almost have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We do have 8. So right now on my turn, I'm going to unlock the last test track because I think we need to have that available. And if we take a sales action first, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So as long as we take a sales action first next time. Oh, and I haven't even used this one. So let's take a sales action because we get $3 from that. Sales action and get $3 more. We should be able to find a I guess it depends. No. We need if we did engineering, then that's what we need to do engineering. Okay, I'm still fine with that sales action because you always need money. I like going up that track. So back to me. I get 4 points this time. And wow, nothing. Okay. That goes there. This goes here. We have 2 production on blue, speedometer on white, a production on white, a lot of production, and 1 engineering on gray. So now we are almost done with the game. We have around 7 and 8 left. I said I wanted to do engineering, so I think I'll do that engineering. Yeah, and there. Okay, fine. Here's another TPS report. Mark that one off. Another $1. I like that. And then we have engineering for 2 right now. So I could go 1, 2. That gets me crate B, and the last bit of testing is done, which we really wanted. So crate B is here. Nice. I like it. And that was so I could take another action now, like test. I could turn this to testing, and if I did that, it would be maxed out, which would be nice. Or I could turn it to sales, get $3 more, and max out production. That seems pretty good too. So, and especially because production gives me $2 more down here. Hey Rich, how are you doing tonight? I think I'm gonna turn this to sales. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take this. There we go. So sales, that gives me $3. 1, 2, 3. Let me know if you have any questions. Can't see anything. I know these symbols are incredibly tiny. Good. Glad to hear you're doing well. I like the new glasses, by the way. So I took the sales. That's the end of that turn. Emma, the AI, is going to go over here and take the speedometer, which means I lose my 8 on my speedometer, which is fine. Back to me, and I was going to take this production. Now I can upgrade it before I take the action. So I'm going to spend 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, which is why I got the money. But I also get $2 more under that bonus there. 1 and 2. I don't get this bonus because Emma took that from me, but I do get to do this upgraded production, which is pretty cool. So there's that production, and I'm going to get a, let's see here. I could just take another upgrade. I could go 1, 2, 3, take this one, or I think the points are more important right now. So I'm going to take $1 and continue in this direction. Get this one because I already did this. So I can circle that forward because I got it. Yes, in Detroit. That is correct. I'm not in Detroit, but that's where we are for our game tonight. We are making cars in the heyday of muscle cars. Um, so yeah. uh, all right, and then Emma is going to take this white one. It's a production one, and with production on and the three here, that means we're going to be losing. Let's see here. Losing production three, cross off the bonus, three middle production. So oh no, no, I already got. Oh, there's this one. Kind of wanted that one. Can't get it now. Oh, you're in the Detroit area. Well, cool. There's some really good food. I love coming over to Detroit and eating. Hoping to go up there this year. I'm in Cincinnati. That's where I'm at. So okay, so I lost that because of Emma's action. The designers of this game are from the Detroit area, though, um, and that's why they wanted to make a little homage to their hometown. Sorry about your because I live in Ohio now instead of Michigan. Uh, oh, or are you talking about the Bengals? Um, Either way. All right. Back to me though. I get my free action, which is just a free production at three. So I'm gonna take. Where do I want to go now? That kind of messed me up. I could go over here. I'm gonna get a money. So one, two, get a money, and get a research icon, and go here, which gives me another free action. I could go anywhere. You know, I'm gonna get my A tire. Um, Try to get over here, see if I can get there. Yeah. It's not a good day when you lose to Kansas City, but what can you do? Uh, all right. We're at the end of the seventh round. I am still at 4 points for my recurring on my speedometer here, and it was definitely was an unfortunate loss. I agree, Rich. I mean, those the amount of times that Burrow went down, like, oh my goodness. Okay, so it's Emma's turn over here, and Emma is going to be blocking us on engineering, which I don't know how I feel about that right in a second. And engineering white die, sales at gray, wild white, speedometer blue, and engineering blue. Okay, so Emma is going to take this white engineering, which means that um, when we're at two, cross off lost two spaces of the leftmost engineering. We'll just go with this one that we're not on. And let's see, do I have enough money? I have one, two. I need seven. So I need $3 more to be able to, which I could get via sales, to go up this track. But I need to go up this track twice. I need a way to go up that. There's just not enough time to do everything. Missed the beginning. Are you saying Emma? Yes. The game is playing against me. So kind of the way that all three of, let me see. Sorry, I don't have them in here right now. There's three games by the same designers. There's Fleet, the dice game, which is about fishing, and um, then there is Three Sisters, which is about gardening, and then this one is their third game. Just came out. I just got the copy, and one of the designers' daughters' name is Emma, so they named the AI Emma. But they all three games though, the AI kind of blocks you and takes stuff that you want, which has been happening this entire game. So as I take actions, I get to make those actions better. Basically, there's planning phase where the dice go out here, and the next part of the phase, then I select the die and I get to do the action, or I can upgrade those actions by spending money. And then finally, I place a die in an area and I can turn the die to whatever side just to remind me. But when I do that, then I get the action again. So basically, you can combo into things a bunch. But yeah, Emma is what they named the AI after one of the designer's daughters. Okay. Emma took the white die, and now it's back to me again. And I can't do everything I want to do. So now it's the question of, can I do enough things that are good? So if I took this engineering one, I get a buck. I would get 3 engineering, get another buck, get another. You know what? I'm going to do that. I'm going to take this engineering one because I don't want Emma to get it. Oh, there's things I want to do. Okay, so I'm going to take the engineering. That gives me a buck for the bonus here. So I'll get that. And then I will get my 3 engineering, go 1, 2, which is up on the speedometer, and 3, and take another buck. And then I can't put it on the engineering. And I couldn't afford to upgrade it right now anyway. So I think what I will do is, if I went to the test track, I could go 1, 2, 3 and get B, and then maybe I do a production after. That's what I'll do. Except I need a way to get one more. I wasted my TPS reports again. Oh, shoot. Well, we'll see if I can figure it out. Well, we'll see what I can figure out. Or, maybe I just do I go to production? Or I could spend the $4 to move this off of here so I could still go to engineering. And then I go up that track and I get that. I'm gonna go to production. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to production. This is I'm gonna go here. I don't get those points for that, but I'm trying to get over here. So 1, 2, 3. Emma's gonna take this one, which means that it's also going to be engineering, which is 2, which I can just go here. And finally back to me, see if I can do anything useful. This would give me a research bonus and salary, which would be 1, 2, 3, which would give me engineering, which would give me 3 points because I could mark this one off because I have 1 certificate, but that's not that great. I think the only thing I want to do is take the 6 points via. So I'll take the 3 point because it's still a point. 1, 2, 3. For salary, this doesn't do anything, but I'll mark it off. Okay, so I took the salary from the side of the die it was on, but I'm going to assign it as. Let's see here. 1, 2, 5, 9. I have 9. So I could spend 4 and still have my point from final scoring. Where? Okay. Oh, yeah. I have the free engineering from right here. Okay. So I'll mark that off. Take my free engineering. Get that. And if I go here, 1, 2, 3, then I do get that 6 points. So, but that's production, and I already did production. I have no way to get production again. That's the problem, because I just took production. So, is there anything else I could do? That was a bummer. I should have marked out this one, not this one. I was trying too hard to get to that. So I think I just made a mistake on which one I lost when Emma decided to get rid of one of these 3 on the right here. So I'll just take the salary because that's 4 points right there. 2, 3, 4 for this star right here. Okay, so that's the end of the game. I got to 5 points on my recurring points. All right, so we got this is 9, and 2 is 11, 15, 20, 24 here on this part of points. And then for production tracks, I lost both of these due to Emma's work. So nothing there for me on test tracks. And then on salary, I did get to 4 this time. I didn't get the 2 because Emma marked that off. On production, I got 4 over here. And then on engineering, I got 3 for every certificate I've achieved, which is just 3. So it looks like another 11 points, which is a total of 35. Emma is very difficult. that's what I think of this game. Emma is difficult because of, you can't anticipate. It's hard to anticipate. I guess I had some choice here. Like I said, I could have marked off this one instead. If I had done that one, then I would have had, let's see. It's hard to see through my marker here. That one would have given me 8 points. So that was, I just didn't think I was going to get that one. So I probably could have done that instead, and taken that 8 points instead of trying to get the 6 over here. That would have brought me up to 43, which is about where I usually am. This is my lowest score so far, but again, trying to anticipate what a random, what a dice roll is going to do. That's what messes me up. So yeah, that's Motor City by Adam Hill, Matt Riddle, and Ben Pinchback, about making cars in Detroit in the heyday of the Big Three. Yeah, there's a nice Chevelle 454 on the front. If you were ever into making models and stuff, it kind of looks like one of those model boxes. Yeah, thanks for hanging out. Almost as disappointing as, yeah, like classic model box, exactly. That's exactly what they were going for. So kind of makes me want to build a little Chevelle, but not quite as disappointing as the Bengals game. But yes, my lowest score on this so far. Oh, gotcha. There was a delay between when I was saying it when you were typing. That definitely happens. Well, I will be back next week streaming again. I know it's been a while, but I have more things to share. Maybe Brazil, maybe Oros, because I've played that solo a couple times now. That's been pretty fun. But yeah, thanks for hanging out. Catch you later.